Right, so here I am again, back in my unprofessional environment. I can't even get in the room that I'm meant to record in. There's loads of stuff in there, so I've just given up with that for now. And to be honest, too much hassle. So, um, in my last video, I obviously spoke about Pellegrini being sacked and the fact that it was looking likely that it'd be David Moyes as manager. Obviously, I think it was a day after it was announced that Moyes was going to be the manager. I said that that was going to be an uninspiring appointment. Um, and it is. There's no get away from it. I said I probably wouldn't be too unhappy if it was a short-term contract. It's an 18-month contract, which is 18 months too long. No, it is too long, but I understand why he didn't want to accept it on a shorter basis than that. Obviously, 18 months in terms of managers' deals is actually really is short term. Right, so how am I feeling now? Exactly the same. Uninspired, not shocked, disappointed, fed up with it all, really. Now, it's nothing personal against David Moyes. I don't dislike the bloke. I don't think he's a shocking manager. He didn't do great for us, as I said in my last video. His games at West Ham compared to Slav's that season were pretty much on par, and everyone was desperate for Slav to leave. So, in my mind, there wasn't too much difference in the two of them that season. Everyone's been putting all the stats and everything, and it doesn't look good. There's no getting away from it. But he is the manager, and that's that. And like I said, whether I wanted him or not, I don't really know who I wanted, purely for the fact that I think any manager we bring in under this board is going to struggle. I think we'd struggle to get a real top class manager. I know Pellegrini was seen as that, but at the end of the day, he did go to China to retire, and he was, going to be paid a lot of money, and he perhaps didn't have that same passion. Whereas someone that you actually a bit younger and hungrier probably wouldn't come to West Ham. It's as simple as that. So yes, I'm drifting off. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But the point is, none of my anger is towards David Moyes. Yes, I don't want him at the club, but I would never go and voice that at a game. It's not his fault. I think it's crazy to come back to us after we basically said you're not good enough and we want to go in a different direction 18 months ago. But that's up to him. So what I've become frustrated about on social media, Twitter mainly, because that's what I'm on, is that you can't seem to criticise the board or criticise the appointment of David Moyes without being told that if you're a real fan, you just get behind the team and support them. That, to me, is utter crap. I don't know, in any point in your life that you can't voice an opinion. I go to work every day and I might have a moan about how things are done. I'm still there. West Ham's been my whole life, as long as I can remember. And therefore I feel like I have a right to comment if I don't think things are being dealt with in the right way. To tell me to support another team or not to bother going or whatever is ludicrous in my mind, and it frustrates me. I understand that some people don't see anything wrong with this board. As hard as I find that to believe, I do know there are people that aren't anti-board. I know there's people that are quite keen to see Moyes there. Fine. All of that is absolutely fine. I don't have a go at you for having those opinions, but it is wrong when fans start dictating what other fans should and shouldn't be doing or what they should and shouldn't be saying. I think the board have been a massive letdown in every possible way. You've only got to look back at my videos from a couple of years ago, message to the board, to Karen Brady. We did a joint message with lots of fans saying what they felt. It's been lies. There's so much. Do you know what? You can't even begin. It's so depressing trying to think back. But the simple matter of fact is that we left Upton Park to have a world-class stadium with a world-class team. And we don't have a world-class stadium. Even if you don't mind it, it's not a world-class football stadium. No one can say it is. And there's not a world-class team. Yes, we've got some half-decent players in there, but we're not a world-class team. We are so far from it. We're exactly the same as we were 10 years ago. So I'd have rather stayed at Upton Park and be struggling relegation battles. I'd have accepted it. It was at home. there were none of these false promises. West Ham were West Ham, and that was that. What we've been told since, and the only reason people were prepared to accept the move unwillingly, was because they thought changes were going to happen and we were going to progress, and we have done anything but progress. The fan base couldn't be even any more divided. It's really awful, sad times. Really, fans arguing with fans. I know that's always happened, and obviously social media is a big part of that. But the board definitely have a lot to answer for. This appointment is the wrong appointment in the sense of, if it wasn't right 18 months ago, why is it right now? We never have a long-term strategy. It's always quick, let's just deal with this now. David Moyes is the only one that really wants it. Get him in, and hopefully we'll stay up. It's that kind of mentality, and we're never ever going to progress to the heights that they said we would with that strategy. There is no strategy. It's just panic constantly. And it's just really depressing. And if you don't feel like that, honestly, I'm really happy for you, because I hate feeling like this and I don't want to be moaning. But it's just that, like I said in my video about my detachment from West Ham, I can't help it. It's really sad. I don't want to feel this way. But it's how I feel. I contemplated whether I'd renew quite a few seasons in a row. And the thing is, they know that we're so loyal that we always just had that little bit of hope, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to not renew and this be the season, or you think, oh, I can't miss it. It's my weekend. That's what I do every weekend. All of those things, they rely on that. It is a constant circle that we go in. It's we all have hope in June, July, August, thinking this could be our season. We might win a cup. September comes, we're average, whatever. December comes, or this is a bit worrying. We're sort of looking like we could be relegated here. And we managed to scrape by. April comes along and there's all the rumours of these top signings. Just in time for season ticket renewal. Sorry, the bit in the middle of that is let's protest because things are just shocking as they are now. Let's go and protest and make it clear to the board how we feel. Fans say, don't protest. This isn't the right time to protest in, because we need to get behind the team. I get that completely. But when is there a right time to protest? This is a constant circle that we're going in every season. You've got to remember, they put the season ticket prices up last season, and people kind of accepted it, thinking that we've got Pellegrini, we're going to get big players and we're going to be challenging this time, and it hasn't happened. The same thing every season. So talking of protesting, I know Hammers United a few hours ago have released a statement regarding their intention for a protest. I'm not quite sure of all the details at the moment. Hopefully I can put a link in the description or something if this is along your line of thinking, because obviously it's not for everyone, and that's absolutely fine. No one has to protest. No one has to be unhappy. You can support the team however you wish to. But if you feel like I do, and you just want to make some sort of stand, and you can turn around and say, what's the point? That's fine. But I've said it for years. I'm the sort of person that believes that you can't sit there and moan about things unless you're prepared to actually try and do something about it, take a stand. And maybe nothing changes at all, but at least you can say you've tried. Because I wish I'd have tried years and years ago when the talk of moving to London Stadium happened. Whereas I didn't. So really, how can I sit here and complain? I didn't step up and fight it. Not saying it would have had any impact, but at least you can say you've tried. And I get protesting in the right way is so vital here. You don't want things getting out of hand, and you don't want it affecting the players. Completely understand that as well. But this isn't about the players. This isn't anything against Mark Noble or Roberto. Well, it might be against Roberto. This is towards the board. Nothing against Moyes. So yes, it needs to be done in the right way. But I wish people would say, don't the people that keep saying it isn't the right time to protest, I remember them saying that last year, or not last year, the year before. Maybe it was last year. I don't even know. Yeah, it was last year. I've lost track of time. Um, there is never a good time. No one wants to be doing this, but sometimes you've got to stand up, and just have your say. So yes, if you are interested, make sure you check out Hammers United. They're mainly on Facebook. I'll put that link in the description below. So yeah, this is depressing, isn't it? I'm rambling on. I've probably forgotten all the main points that I wanted to say, which is what I keep doing in all these videos. But the point is, nothing against Moyes. I hope he does well. I hope he keeps us up. I think he can. I hope he will. But it's the board. It's nothing against anyone else. It's the board. I will wish David Moyes well. Like I said, nothing against him personally, but the board need to know that the fans aren't happy. And it's as simple as that. So anyway, I'm going to stop being really, really moany. I'm going to wish you all a happy new year, a happy and healthy new year. I think it's the most important thing. And let's hope 2020 is the season we win the FA Cup, because then, I'll sit here and go, oh, who cares? I won the FA Cup, because I've always said I'd die happy if West Ham win the FA Cup. And you can knight David Moyes for all I care then. Anyway, like I said, Happy New Year. Hope 2020 is fantastic for you all. And I'll see you next year. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and follow me on Twitter @Flump9. Come on, you irons.